Alright, so this, I should have done this word before I put out the change of clothes status, rank, and career. But, because this revelation came before it, but I actually forgot I had this until Holy Spirit reminded me to go look back at my pictures and my notes, and so yeah. But for those of you who do not know me, my name is Asia. God has gifted me with the gift of the prophetic, dreaming and visions, being able to discern spirits and several other gifts. I like to tell people that because typically anytime I'm on here, whether knowingly or unknowingly, I'm operating one of those gifts. I also like to tell people that because I feel like it encourages you to test the spirit. That's exactly what we're called to, so that's what I'm going to encourage you to do. But with all that being said, when we test the spirit, takes us back to the Holy Spirit. Understand that a prophetic word, and revelation, understand I'm just being used by God. I am not God. I would never claim to be God. If anyone is claiming to be God, if I ever claim to be God, rebuke me, privately or publicly, whatever you're led to do, okay? And also, pray for me, right? So yeah, but, test the spirit, take it back to the Holy Spirit, and yeah. Okay, so this revelation comes from, as I said, God gives me, I have the gift of the prophetic. So, and one of the ways that God speaks to me is in my dreams, using tags, using numbers. And understand that anytime that I am speaking on numbers, I'm never going to be speaking on numerology or angel numbers, both of which are not of God. Take that back to the Holy Spirit. The way that God uses numbers is through Greek and Hebrew shows and corners, so I may reference some of those on this page or any platform that you see my face on, but nonetheless, yeah. Sorry, y'all, I'm kind of just getting over like a cold. I actually need to say my medicine again after I get done with this video. Okay, so on 8/6 at 3:18, I seen a tag. I kind of talked about this a little while ago. I seen a tag that said 2TBTB. And originally I heard back to back, but as I was writing it down, Holy Spirit said two things back to back. This is also the day that I seen the $2,500 plus truck, $2,500 plus weekly truck. And this was the first time that I had seen this truck since 10/21/2024. So it has been 2 years since I have seen that truck in person. And I seen this truck on 8/6 at or around 3:18. I hope y'all can hear me because I have my ear on. I have to have my ear on because it's hot. I also have my shade in my front windshield, so that's why it's kind of like a little dark, but because the sun is not really getting in, but it's hot. But on 8/7 at 9:52 a.m. I had a dream, and in the dream I remember seeing Christmas decor, and in the dream I thought Christmas in August, right? And that was on, actually, okay, that was on 8/8. So on 8/7 at 11:09, I watched the video that Holy Spirit let me put out maybe like a year or so ago. It's titled "Service Engine Soon, Fireproof" in Romans 8:28. And as I was watching it to get like some notes or something, I can't remember really why I was watching it. There was kind of like an ad, like, you know, like on YouTube, like it shows like other videos that you could basically like watch, but one of the videos that you could watch was Fireproof, right? And in that video that I was talking about from a year ago, I was referencing the movie Fireproof. So here we are like a year or two later, the movie is available on YouTube to watch for free. So yeah, around the same time, right? And the coincidence is really not a coincidence, but the God-like thing about this is my service engine soon light is on again around the same time as it was 2 years ago or a year ago. So yeah. At 4:18 p.m. there was an ad at the bottom of my YouTube, and it was it's JXN's table, and it had on the table there was breakfast. It also said wherever you sit, you're in for something good. That makes me think about the Lord prepares table before you in the presence of your enemies, and so on. On 8/8 at 9:52 a.m. like I said, I had a dream, and I seen Christmas decorations in the dream. I heard Christmas in August. At 1:35 p.m. I was leaving, and I must have been off this day, but I was leaving Zaxby's, and I seen a sign that said Unity Moving. And I also, on the truck, I was parked beside, it said PAC, and I heard pack. And on the back of like the windshield, because it was like a truck, it had like a truck bag, they had a like a little sticker, like a vinyl sticker that said Guam. It had a palm tree. I'm assuming they're from Guam. And as you guys know, if you've been keeping up with my journey, then you know God, and keeping up with prophetic messages that the Holy Spirit has been speaking through me, you know God has been speaking on like destination, like islands and whatnot. So yeah, Guam is another place that He has been referencing and highlighting to me. It's been heavy palm trees, and yeah. I also seen ad 33. ADD 33, and I also seen NO8, and I heard November the 8th. Maybe someone is going to Guam on November the 8th. And yeah. So going to 8/9, I literally have my notes written down on a sheet of paper. On 8/9 at 10:48 a.m., I seen a tag. I was at Sonic, and I seen a tag that said XFS, and I heard extra fast shipping. At 5:30, I seen a post on YouTube from Trust of the Imagine Ministries that said Christmas in July is here. And it set up some more things. It was like this big paragraph, but that was something that Holy Spirit highlighted to me. At 10:21. I must have seen or heard the number 1902, and 1902 in the Greek means to be clothed upon, to invest upon oneself. And as you guys know, on 8/16 is when I had the dream about becoming the secretary, being promoted to the secretary, the federal secretary of state, and that's when He kind of gave me the revelation on the word change of status, change of career, change of rank, and change of what was the other one? Clothing, right? So that literally goes back to 1902 that He gave me on 8/9. So on 8/11 at 1:16, I seen a Sonic sign. I've really been feeling Sonic lately, so yeah. A Sonic sign, and it said, "Get on Island Time." Get on Island Time. I guess I have like a tropical drink. I literally just came from Sonic on my break. I need to check this out. And as I was leaving Sonic, I seen a sign that said AJ Sunset Grill. The sign was lime green and yellow, and it had a palm tree on it. And again, it's a Sunset Grill, so that makes me also think of like islands. at 1:14, I seen a tag that said snow 74. Okay, so as you guys know, God has been speaking to me on Christmas in July, Christmas in August, and so on. So snow, Christmas, it typically snows during Christmas time. So yeah. God, okay, so yeah, I was just making sure I said God was letting me know on this day that Christmas had came. But I didn't realize it. So yeah. On 8/12, I seen a tag that said RM9437. And I heard RAM. I did not look at the Greek and Hebrew concordance for 9437. If you're led, you can do so. On 8/17, I came to work, and there were these little keys all over the room. I'm going to show you guys the little keys. I have a revelation regarding that, but I'm going to make that a separate video. These are the keys. So yeah, they're by Lakeshore. Lake, beach, shore, beach. Cannot make this stuff up. On 8/18, I seen something in someone's car. It said, look for new items. And Holy Spirit, this is just Holy Spirit telling someone that you need to look for new items for the home that God has promised you, right? I know that's the instructions that He has given me. Maybe this is confirmation for you as well. On my way back here from Sonic, I actually seen a truck that said Royal Furniture. So that was just confirmation for that as well. I also seen a movie on YouTube that said Left Behind. I'm pretty sure this was also the same day that I was hearing the song, Lonely, I Am So Lonely. And when I was hearing that, I remember asking God, like, what is that about? And he was just kind of basically telling me, like, this is how a lot of the kingdom spouses feel during this time. They feel lonely because they are being left behind, right? And it may be, like, left behind, like, from a physical position. Some of you may have are being called to a different location. That's what I'm hearing. And some of you are also transcended and ranking up in the spirit. So they're being left behind spiritually, right? So, yeah. I also, as I seen a video, a live video on YouTube from some church that said Momentum Conference 2026. As you guys know, the word for the month of May was momentum. So we're still in momentum, and this momentum is still going. A lot of these words that God has given me, they don't end just because that month ends. A lot of them are continuing throughout the year, right? They were just specifically to describe that specific month. But again, that doesn't mean they end because the month ends. On 8/19, I seen at my job we got some laundry detergent. And the laundry detergent is called XTRA. I didn't even know that existed. But XTRA has a rainbow on it, and it says XTRA plus Escape. And one of them said what's called XTRA, and the scent was Tropical Passion. So at this tropical island that the Lord may be calling you to, there will be passion. Okay. At 4:05, a kid brought me 3 keys. Hold on, I'm trying to find them. A kid brought me 3 keys. And then at one time, and then shortly after, the same kid brought me a 4th one. And as you guys can see, 2 of the keys are identical. They're just different colors. Same colors, just different types of keys, right? Well, the 4 keys are tied to the change of status, clothes, career, and rank. I seen on 8/21 at 3:41, I seen 2 trucks that said, get the key to your new office. So you have a home, career, office. Some of you are going to get a car, and some of you it's marriage. Those are going to be the 4 keys for some of you. And just to like give further like revelation regarding like the open doors, go back to that word because the keys tie into the open doors. You can't have an open door without a key unless God is going to be the one to open it, which He should be the one to open them. But He also, with these open doors, He will be giving you and handing you keys, right? So yeah, I've been in this room for 2 months now, and prior to the 19th. Sorry, I didn't even know these keys were in this room. We're in a corner in a box. So yeah. Going to further I'm at Sonic and I see legend status and star status. I'm at Sonic and I made a video the other day on change of status and I see legend status and star status. So yeah. I love Sonic, by the way. I'm gonna finish this video, just going back to the 4 keys. The 4 keys represent 4 different things. So for some of you, the keys are what I mentioned earlier in the first video. I kind of forgot. But also, for the other group of you, this can be several groups. There's a group of you who the 4 keys are 7 of the keys that I spoke about in the month of June. I think June was the month of open doors, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because July was Rainbow Bush. So yeah, June was the month of open doors. These are the keys to open doors. 4 of the keys were being open. I know Holy Spirit spoke about 3 being open, so there's 1 additional door being opened. And in this month of August, and for a lot of you, it's career, right? Career, rank, status, and clothing. Those all go hand in hand. And again, on 8/21 at 3:41 p.m., I seen 2 trucks that said, get the key to your new office. So that just goes to the career. At 7:26, I seen a truck from a company called Twin Brothers. And on YouTube, I seen a video titled, Right Now, God is releasing double for your trouble, twin birth. And as you guys know, Holy Spirit has been speaking to me on twins. He's really been speaking to me on Zach and Cody, Dylan and Cole Sprouse, and them just being twins. And he's been speaking to me about twins for like over a year now. At 8:36, I seen a movie called This Time Next Year. And I've also been seeing 3-in-1 heavily and 6-in-1, right? 6-in-1 has been really heavy over these past 2 days. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to wrap this up here. If led, I will go deeper into these keys. Again, these keys are by Lakeshore. The company is called Lakeshore. The beach, just, destination, tropical passion, and yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. I hope that's it. I will be back as the Father leads me. If you feel like to sow a seed into this ministry, you can do so by transferring the QR code. Oh, look at it at the end of this video, or you can use my Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Also look at it at the end of this video. Also, for those of you who do not know, I made a video and I talked about it the other day. But Holy Spirit has blessed me with a lot of like hair. And so if you are in need of hair, like extensions, like bundles, even like some crochet hair and braiding hair, if you are in need of any of that, I have a boatload of it. I feel led to give some of it away. If you are led, comment or even DM me, and if I'm led, I will reach back out to you and I will try to get it shipped out to you. Also, Holy Spirit has been leading me to also say if you need your hair done, DM me and or comment, and if I'm led, I will come to you. If it's the Lord's will, it will be His will. Because yeah. So yeah, those are just, yeah. So yeah. I don't think I don't know if I know that video got out to those who God wanted it to go out to, but I also just wanted to reiterate so for maybe to get out to some more people, because I remember when there was a season where I could not do my hair. I could not do my hair because I didn't have the necessary tools to do it, and I also could not get my hair done because I didn't have the finances for it. Well, now I'm in a season where I have both, and I would like to give back because that's what we are called to do, and that's what Holy Spirit is leading me to do. So yeah. I'm literally, as you guys can see, I'm in the middle of doing something to my hair now. I have like these crochet locks in, but I really don't like them, so I'm probably gonna take them down and get something new and do something different because honestly, I have that much stuff, right? And so I need to give some of it away because I don't need to be doing that, just being wasteful. So I'm gonna keep this in for a little minute, at least for 2 to 3 weeks, and then I'll get some. I do something else, but nonetheless, if you feel led and you are in need, comment or DM me, and if led, I will get back to you and possibly ship it out to you or come to you. Just let me know. And I think that's it. Oh, yeah, I'll just add that video in. So yeah. I'll be back guys about the leasing. If you don't see nothing else, you guys have Allie, much really Jesus. Bye.